This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon's offense takes the field for the first time today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's Benson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Whittington. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Benson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Moore to the air. He's got it on the move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cowboys offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability, and so...
Lots of running room. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 45, on its way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Flores. A little screen to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore will throw. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. This one's complete. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Kick is in the air. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space, it's Hughes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Moore to the air. Snagged on the outside, it's Benson. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Punt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll move the tight end. Give to the running back. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Brock. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on fourth down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got it in the middle, it's Benson. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. With the catch, it's Benson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The House of Loud is deafening on this third down. Wide open spaces. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Complete. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the pass.
Turning it on!
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The Cowboys in the hurry up. Gonna run it. It's Brock. Look out, he's got room! And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Brock. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. He's got him wide open. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great catch and run for 6.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes a handoff. It's Whittington. Runs through a tackle. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Moore will throw. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Ducks are marching down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Wide open downfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw, it's Flores. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Brock. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He's got it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Fitzpatrick. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Fitzpatrick.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Flores. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Whittington. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. It's complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Well, the offense did fall in that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Liberty.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Fitzpatrick.
2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz.
Turning on the Jets. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The upset's been bubbling all day, now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes...
Oh, a lot of space. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Gets the back moving. Moore to the air. He's got him. He's loose. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.